More smoke coming in, and warriors just trying to conceal the entire push behind them. Circling the wagons. And I'm surprised this warrior hasn't destroyed. There it is. Tiger goes. There he goes. Finally goes down. RPG smacks into the backside of the warrior, but they are tough. Logi now just rolling right in. Oh, that is brave. Right through the smoke. Infantry go to dismount, but you need to be careful. Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got another episode of Eye in the Sky where we take a look at a game of squad from the top down. And this one we have the British up against the Russians on Narva. This is Narva Invasion V2 and is probably one of the more difficult conventional unconventional layers in the game. The main is flush up right against the first point. You have a lot of heavy vehicles on both sides, and the only way you're going to get anywhere is if you just full send the first point, and as you saw from the intro, the British definitely did that. This one had both some good offense, but also some great defense, so I think y'all will enjoy. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, game mode, or faction you'd like to see in the next one. And don't forget to check out the live streams over at twitch.tv/MoiDawg or here on YouTube. If I'm not uploading a YouTube video, then I'm dual streaming on both platforms, so pick whichever one you like, and I'll see you there. But that's it for me. Enjoy the video. Peace. All right, Eye in the Sky. And this is Narva Invasion V2. We are on board with the British up against the Russians. The Russians are defending Narva. British invading. British spawn from the northwest corner of the map. Russian spawn way out east and the north or southeast. This train yard over here. Starting off, first point, abandoned airfield just right outside the British main. They have to go across the bridge and actually across multiple bridges. The second point is Candacourt. Wow, what a... Okay, this if the British get abandoned airfield, then this might be a very long game because Candacourt, Bridgeview Apartments, Geneva Apartments, and then Narva Castle, just a huge infantry grind fest. Might be a very, very fun game. A bunch of lodges to start off. One transport spotted in 90 seconds. LPPV, armored car, a scimitar, that's the FV107. The FV520 CTAS is the like full auto 40 mil warrior. The 510 up armored warrior, and then the 510 regular warrior with the Challenger spawning in just over 10 minutes. The Russians have a few lodges, a transport, a Tiger with an open top cord machine gun, 2 BTR-82s, a BMP-2, and a T-72 as well. And we are off. It is going to be an absolute slaughter for this first point if the British do what they should do and all push it. Russians already on the main airfield, and we're gonna see, well, usually, yeah, I was gonna say squad 2 is pushing up and around the map. We're gonna follow the main push down here because the Russians are right over the hill. This airfield, you see the control tower area, that is where the Russians are set up. That's the point they have to defend, and this British advance with the CTAS in the middle, up armored warrior to our right, regular warrior to our left, and infantry just ahead of them. This is a full mechanized push. And AT smacking in front of one of the warriors. Does no damage. And here you go. That warrior cannon coming in, and actually one RPG takes out the engine of the first warrior, and they're in a position that is maybe not the best. You're not actually hold down. You're going to just have a vast majority of your vehicle open to more RPG shots, and warriors are now mopping up. I think that was a Logi behind. No, that is that Tiger. That is the only armored car the British have. Now you have some drive smoke. Drive smoke trying to conceal the infantry and other armor advance behind them. Warriors are just diving all over this. More smoke coming in, and warriors just trying to conceal the entire push behind them. Circling the wagons. And I'm surprised this warrior hasn't destroyed. There it is. Tiger goes. There he goes. Finally goes down. RPG smacks into the backside of the warrior, but they are tough. Logi now just rolling right in. Oh, that is brave. Right through the smoke. Infantry go to dismount, but you need to be careful. A handful of infantry turn on the outlines. You can see just a handful left. and infantry trying to really push. And that is how you take an objective. Lude King laying down prone on the outside, and a few other Russians on the inside. Henny, Ragtana, and Dridlian now trying to push in. And whoop, Scimitar. Oh, hold on, that's huge! What a play! That's a hat kit! Russian hat one taps the Logi, and that was before the British were able to get a radio down. No spawn points available. And hold on, BTR is now behind us. BTR is ambushing the Warrior from the side. That's not how you want to do this. Warrior now, there you go. You want your forward armor facing the BTR. Another AT knocks out a little bit of, looks like the turret on that CTAS right over the berm. CTAS is smoking heavily, Warrior is smoking heavily, and BTR is going to take advantage of this mobility and push around. Another RPG slamming into the houses right in front of that CTAS. BTR now laying into it. You need to be careful though. These Warriors can take quite a lot of damage, and they are just shrugging off some of those shots. You don't want to hit that front armor. BTR will go down here if they're not careful. There you can see, looks like the BTR, they might have just lost their cannon, and AT knocks out the engineer. What started off as an amazing push by the British has now been completely Uno reversed. Infantry, oh, that's why you love to push with a rifleman, dropping that ammo bag, rearming that heat round. This Warrior is not feeling too good. One more shot and he's either gonna pop up on fire. Oh no, doesn't matter. HE, high explosive into the fence, and he knocks out the RPG team. And yep, mops up the last one there. What a huge save by that Warrior. Needed to do that because they were just dead in the field. And this is turned chaotic extremely quick. BTR has fallen all the way back. You can see Squad 1 falling all the way back on this main road in the southeast. Infantry all over the main airport here. You can see the capture area. This is the big dome, well secured by the Russians, and just absolute chaos on this little farm right on the outskirts of the airstrip. Dridlin laying down prone, trying to hold down the position. And it looks like that was a costly loss of the Logi. You can see a handful of infantry just all within the smoke, but it is not going to be sustainable. There is no spawn point for the British, and they're out of vehicle support. You got infantry, one crewman dismounted on the backside of this Warrior. They're trying to get this Warrior up and running. Warrior has to RTB, and wow, Russia with a huge stand. And I think that was a frag round into the backside. Deus Malorum, or Deus. That's how you pronounce it. Deus Malorum. I think got hit with that frag round. Another Logi comes in, but it's going to be too little too late. I don't know if there's any squad leader, and that's going to just be their second Logi. They only have 3, the British. The only point successful radio up north, and the British are going to lose 2 radios, or not 2 radios, 2 Logis extremely quickly. RPG frag round knocks through, passes right through that barn and takes out the, was it the wheels of the Logi? Infantry now pushing up, Warface on top, running down the hill. And this will be a nice little mop up here. Crescent is the only British left alive. And this is going to simmer down. What a push. What a play by both teams. You thought it was over for the Russians, and then that hat comes out big. A couple ATs scaring off the Warriors. BTR in the mix as well. And honestly, no vehicles but that first Logi are down for the British. So 170 tickets to 765. Not the best start, but you're thankful you still have all of your armor. You can see all Warriors. It's like the watering hole back down at the repair stations in Maine. The Scimitar here, though, needs to be careful because he is kind of all out by himself. 1 hat kit, and he is donezo. Trying to see if the Russians are getting another BTR. Wow, only 1 BTR. No BTRs. They swapped to a BMP. Unbelievable. BTRs would be absolutely devastating right now. And Russia has decided to forego the BTRs, front load the infantry, and now that previous BTR is going to keep it as a BMP. And hold on a second. This is a combat engineer, Green TK. Let's see what he does here. Green TK being the sneaky combat engineer. And he might be trying to do something. Goes full auto. And is he actually going to C4 this? Oh no, he's going to get run up. He gets squished. He tries to drop the C4, not in time. Scimitar is a little wiser than that. One crewman swaps out. And comm engineer might have overplayed his hand here. Went for the kill on the crewman, and I think if he just dropped the C4 ahead of time, he would have had it. British infantry trying to push him. Combat engineer. Oh, when he gets it, it's a trade. Nice try, but Green just unable to finish it off.
Everyone, I'm back. Let's try to get a push going. Ah, shit, alright, homie.
Infantry rolling right over the radio here. And look at that buildup on the airstrip. That is going to be hard to deal with. BMP, hold on a second. This BMP is about to cause a lot of chaos.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna try to get some armor support on that because we think there's some enemies still there, probably pushing airfield.
Run the PPV, just annoying the shit out of them. Took out one Logi already.
Solid.
BMP rolling down the northern road of Narva, and right at this radio station, right behind him, he can hear that coax. You have a scimitar and I believe the non-armored warrior, or non-up armored warrior rather. So a lot less to protect against a potential ATGM or the autocannon from the BMP. BMP taking the long scenic route around, and this hill, they'll be able to get right up on top. And you can see what they're trying to peek at here.
All armored assets.
All the smoke. You got a warrior right off the hillside, and you have that scimitar right next to the actual radar station itself, the antennas. BMP. Oh, we might get a perfect shot open up. This warrior moving left to right. And there it goes. BMP with a perfect flank knocks out the retreating warrior, and now the scimitar needs to realize that they need to get out of there. This scimitar can get one tapped by an ATGM, one tapped by a tandem hat kit, and they're not even moving.
I'm gonna tank it, man, if anyone wants to break someone off in my squad.
No comms right now on this BMP. Was there even a mark? No one's even marked it. This is a very obvious sound, and nobody has mentioned it. Even worse, nobody even mentioned on command comms that they just lost a warrior.
Keep them pinned down a little.
BMP just keeping everything on lock right now. My main question is it could be potentially a little bit main campy. I'm just gonna send a little warning just in case. I'm okay with that warrior kill. I don't want him to take a shot at the challenger the moment they pop out.
Tell me, I'm engaging the lab, set my observe like I'm suppressing forever.
We'll see.
We can do that. Let's do that. We do that. Oh, copy.
Well, Challenger is now rolling out, and BMP has the high ground, but they only have an ATGM, and I don't think it's loaded at the moment. Challenger right through the trees, and I'm not sure if the BMP is tracking it just yet, and still nothing on comms letting people know where that BMP is. And now with that coax, BMP should know. I'm gonna see right through the trees if you can see this this Challenger just yet. Not quite.
I want some squads to keep pushing from C2. I want to keep the
Challenger moving right through. You can see just a little bit of the hull, but that's not at a point where you want to shoot this ATGM. If you are, well, actually, that's the turret. Yeah, top turret. I don't know. It's not... If you're brave, you can actually ATGM. You need a little bit more of the back end of that turret. You can actually ammo rack the Chally, kind of right where those vents are. And Scimitar as well, rolling back. BMP being very patient. Oh, the driver now getting out. Is that driver? No, Commander. He's rolling up.
The radio down where
And he's trying to get eyes on with binos.
It's like fully compromised. They're gonna start pushing in there.
And AT trying to come in and knock out the Warrior. Warrior's moving around. Challengers. Oh, they're going to flank the flank.
Respond to men. I'll pick you up. I deploy you in the objective.
Challenger right over the berm, and you can see the top of his remote weapon system. I don't think that BMP can really just take a safe spot or take a safe shot on that one just yet. Challenger's going to push up, and honestly, if the Warrior breaches first, I don't know if there's the Challenger. The Warrior's right next to him as well.
Get that radio down.
BMP needs to be patient because this Chally can peek at any moment, but you need to do a big mobility kill and then just kind of bail. Take your shot, reset, and hold on a second right along the road. Oh, AT now smacks the Challenger, and that might scare him off. BMP might no longer have his shot. Drive smoke, and hold on a second. What is this?
We got engaged by armor. We're down.
BMP takes out the LPPV.
I do have some infantry gun out.
And here you go, airstrike in the background as a Challenger goes to peek. He heard the BMP just a second ago, and wow, what a shot right through the BMP. In through the front, out through the back, and the ATGM that misses. What a misplay, and there it goes. BMP gets absolutely clapped. Chooses to go for an armored car instead of being patient and waiting. And the last crewman gets mowed down by the coax. Wow. After all that, BMP trades itself for this little LPV. And great play by the Chally crew. This one is donezo. And what this is going to do... Oh, it looks like the radio might be on bleed out. AT just misses the Challenger. And he's going to send it right back to him. I think Armor is going to completely rearm. And now that that fight is over... See, I think the tank, yep. You can see T-72 is just rolling out of main here on the bottom right of your screen. Bottom right of the map. So the armor fight is going to be off for just a minute, and it is all back onto infantry. 59 tickets to 704.
Copy that.
Whew, this is going to be tough.
Just try your best to pin the enemy down as much as possible. Squad 3, I want you to go armor hunting. Try to take out any tanks, armed BMP, shit like that. That's going to kill us.
Going south.
I don't necessarily think it's wrong to go armor hunting, I guess. With 55 tickets, though, I would not.
I want you to support infantry as much as
You should have your whole armor right with your I mean, look at this infantry. You got a good infantry line developing. You are getting bogged down in this tree line here. If you have a vehicle, you open up the tree line. Chewbacca, Rhino, Knee, all these guys will get mopped up by just a little burst of high explosive. If your vehicle's pushed, you have mortars behind it. You can see Fat Tony dropping some mortars right now. If you mortar this, while your infantry pushes and your vehicles are supporting, you take this. And I think right now, maybe the initial attack and initial repel a little bit too chaotic to deal with.
Squad 5's attack mark, that'd be appreciated.
Squad 5's attack mark is...
Copy that.
Well, right about here. That's
I can deploy
mortars on
the
this mark where Rhino is. Honestly, you need to suppress them. You can see mortars now smoking out this south side of the airstrip, trying to conceal any movement from the British on the outside. Infantry trying to just keep everyone alive. You don't want to waste tickets. Oh, wow, the radio did go down on the north side. So that's under 30 tickets. This is it. Well, it was a big if the British were going to be able to get to the city, and Jake just shoving his face right into this warrior, and he gets kind of what we all expected, but rad potato grapes. Oh, mortar landed right on Wilson. Okay, good call for the mortars. Splattered cadaver up as well. Rad potato goes down. And this is why you don't want to give up. How many tickets we got? 25 to 689. Mortars are now helping creep up. You need to push them out another 40 meters or so. Tank support now pushing down. And BTR on the south side. So I'm trying to figure out where the tank is. T-72 on the east. Challenger is out right here on the south side supporting where we wanted him just a second earlier. It's not over yet. It is very, very nervy, and oh, this scimitar can get one shot so easily. Very brave, very stupid. I don't know what it is, but he is pushing in, and honestly, scimitar is such a baby little armored vehicle. He's going to try to run over some infantry. Oh, he's pushing the hab. They're pushing the hab. Brave little scimitar. And AT's missing him. AT might not miss him this time, though. Scimitar might just get popped by the hat. Hat on the outside. He's running along the fence line. BTR you can hear off in the distance as well, trying to get around. Engine, and this will be it for the scimitar. Tracked as well. And that's going to be, well, what, 12 tickets or so. Is this a warrior or is this a... That's a T-72! T-72 with the little baby scimitar. Oh no. The scimitar, for whatever reason, is still alive. T-72, well, it's not going to be just now. You see RPG-28, the tandem round. Oh, the trade! Tandem round, just able to squeeze it off as the scimitar takes him out. And here you go. 7 tickets to 655. Once again, it still isn't over, but it is going to be close. The radio is up for the Russians, but there's so much infantry nearby. They've overrun the hab. 7 tickets. You need to not lose a thing.
Everyone hold spawns. We are capping.
They are capping. This could be an incredible cap. It's all up to the T-72. There's only a handful of infantry nearby. 6 tickets left.
Good shit, people.
5 tickets left.
Not to give up. We have 5 tickets.
And it is all up to the infantry on point right now. Oh, this warrior needs to get away. Oh, the T-72 takes a shot by the Chally, and another one. He just sends it right back. Chally, though, should be a little quicker on the reload. Oh, and it doesn't matter! T-72 engaging the Chally at the end. The Chally did not pop to end it. That was a transport or a few infantry given up. 114 kills to 124, 51 revives to 40. GG's, just not able to do it.